Hello and welcome to another Mario Party 7 minigame review. This time we reviewed Duck and Cover. It was a simple button masher here, however it felt a bit more complex, although the team thing kind of killed it, if you ask me. 3 down, 9 to go. This next 8-player minigame is called Gimme a Break, so let's get to this minigame, shall we? So here's how you play this minigame. You and the other 7 players are on a gigantic ramp. Your job is to try to slide on this ramp for as long as possible without falling off the edge. Well, you'd have to do this by managing to stop before you fly over the edge. The person who is closest to the edge wins, no matter if it's you or your partner. That's all that matters. Yeah, it's pretty much the entire minigame, and yeah, it's like one of those minigames where you just try to make sure you are the closest to the edge without falling off. It's a concept that's been repeated a million times. Doing it in 8-player mode actually does a bit more creativity with this. It kind of says this: even if you don't go at the closest to the edge, your partner could as well. So yeah, it kind of adds a bit of depth to this minigame and makes it a lot more replayable than it actually has to be. And I feel like I have to give it a small amount of bonus points for the different backgrounds. It could be regular, it could be rainy, and it could be icy. That is a pretty creative touch, although it doesn't really do anything to change how the minigame functions. I could be wrong. I do not know at all. This is probably like one of the few times I've even played this minigame because the 8-player minigames are not something I would play commonly. However, for what we got here, Gimme a Break is a pretty good minigame. It's a minigame concept that's been done to death. However, here, I feel like it just works enough for me to like it enough. It's a really good minigame, but it's a bit of a repeat of what's already been done. Still good, but I wish it was a bit different. Let's go to the overall thoughts. Shall we? You can easily say with confidence that this minigame just feels so different from other minigames. It's just trying to make sure that you stop before the edge and be the closest to the edge. And even if one of the players fails to do that, the other can. And it just makes the minigame feel a lot more complex than you actually think. Although I do like the aesthetic change. There could be just regular day, it could be a rainy day, and it could be a snowy day. It makes the minigame feel a bit more unique than others. However, the background changes mostly do nothing here, except just make it look different. Although, this minigame is just a nice one to play, and especially of how tense it can get to try to get to the edge as close as you can without the risk of you falling off. It's a nice minigame of just trying to do management on that, and it just makes this minigame feel like one of the best 8-player minigames out there, so I'm giving it 4 stars. Not really too much on this minigame, but a nice one. And that's it for today. Up next we're reviewing Grin and Bar It. See you guys then.